welcome to another art stream by your host, Horatio Bastion Wells III. Most people call me Bastion. Well, most of them call me but it's close enough. So, without further ado, here we are. Last week we built the... No, Christmas present was the Christmas stream. Last week we finished up the X93 RX93 FF new Gundam. Then we did the Christmas stream where we built the book nook. Today we are doing Be'lakor. This is going to be a modified Be'lakor. I do not play 40k. I have nothing against it. I just don't really want to play the battle simulator. Sooner or later, I will play with a friend of mine, maybe, possibly, and but this is for my dungeons or my TTRPG stuff. Anyways, it's going to be a kit bash where what we're going to do is I've already cut the pieces out. I did that during the week, so you guys wouldn't have to spend 3 hours watching me clip and sand and all this other stuff. But the kit bashing type things we're going to do on stream. Minus, I did cut the sword out of his hand, both the blade portion and the pommel, with the rest of the handle because it's a bit... Sorry, I didn't realize I wasn't on camera. Let's do this. But yeah, so I cut off the blade and the handle with the pommel. We're going to be putting 2 magnets in his hand and in the blade and handle so that we can reattach that. We're going to be cutting the loincloth off of there, and then later we're going to glue actual cloth. I have already cut off, like I said, the sword. I've already cut off these hooks. We will not be putting these hooks on. I may decide to put the little things that the hooks connect to. I haven't decided yet. And then we're going to be putting magnets in for the chest area with the arm so that we can change out, because the arm actually it has like a downward one and then one pointing forward. We're going to be cutting a hole out of the chest to get rid of this chaos symbol, and we're going to be putting lights in so it like glows, and if I can get one, I'm going to have it where it like pulses. So that's what we're going to do. Not all today, obviously, and then after all of the kit bashing we're going to be doing the painting, but that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to start by, I should have done this already, turning on this wood burner. But we're going to start by getting this loincloth off of here, and what's that? Sorry, seemed to be popular this morning. Anyways. Oof, excuse me. I apologize for that. Come on. Stream manager. Share stream. Copy that. Go over here. Send it to this guy. And we're done. Okay. Anyways. So we have these teeny tiny magnets. It's I don't know if the LUSS GUCC is like a... Actually, I need to change that so that it is this one. No, not that one. This one, yes. Configure video. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Turn off the autofocus. Apply. Thank you. Okay. Cool. these teeny tiny magnets. Oh, that is out of focus. So we're going to focus at there we go. They are very small. Itty bitty. It comes with this neat little applicator. It's this little magnetized handle, so I can attach a single magnet to it, and then pop it in there, so that if the plastic or the metal or whatever it is too hot, I can just do that. But anyways, oh, and if you couldn't tell, ta-da! I have. That's number 1. That's number 2. And number 3. I have 3 cameras set up now, so I can have one that you can see like the whole thing. I can have one so I can like show off the bits and like show off the. Oh man. Thought I had this configured. We're gonna move that over here. I don't need that. There we go. So I can like show off the bits. It's gonna be out of focus like here, but you can see the focus on this guy. But when I bring it up to show it off, I don't have to fiddle with it. I don't have to fiddle with the focus anymore. Hurrah! Huzzah! Look at that. It's amazing. So, ta-da! It's a Christmas miracle. But, since I don't need that, I've already done my audio checks. Done my voice. There we go. Alright, cool. So, what we need to do is get the sword, and we need to get the where is that sword handle? Oh, there it is. Alright. It also can change out the face, and I might be doing that as well. I don't know, because I don't really like one of the faces. It's got 3 choices, but we have our handles, we got our thing. We will need to do the chest pieces, and then we're also going to need, I think it's this piece. Yeah. So we're going to need, actually, instead of getting everything out, what we're going to do is we're going to have it in pieces. So this is what we're going to need to do. We're going to need to get the magnets on here somehow so we can hook together the chest, so we can change it out, because both chests fit in with the rest of the body portion, but the arms only fit on one of the chests. So I have to have this arm with this chest and this arm with this chest. It's a little annoying, but it's okay. We're gonna need this. Oh, we will need the hand to hold the sword, though. Where is it? Yep. Cool. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start with this guy. I gotta be very careful because I have limited space. Alright, start with this guy. You gotta be very careful not to slip, because you don't want to burn your hand. It's not going to feel very good. I'm going to turn up the heat on this thing. I have a brand is Walnut Hollow. I don't know if it's going to show up. I'm going to try. It's a Walnut Hollow wood burner kit. It comes with several different light heads, along with some solder, which I needed to find that anyways for this other project I'm not doing a stream for. But I like the variable heat on it, so this helps out. I have tried to do it with a Dremel before. Let me tell you, it is not easy, because what it does is it moves all of the plastic around and gets caught on the Dremel head and makes it kind of difficult to clean off. It's difficult to be precise sometimes because of the spinning head. It you know what, I should get out my other, because I have two wood burner kits. I should get out my other one and have the X-Acto knife head on it to make that easier. But yeah, so you also want to be careful with this because you are melting plastic. Probably should have some eye protection on. Probably should have like some kind of breathing apparatus, a mask on. But I don't have those on me at the moment. Alright, so gotta see. No, I should. The reason I don't want the, I wonder if the autofocus will work like it's actually supposed to. We'll leave it on autofocus right now. We'll leave it on, and we'll see if that functions better. So we have to melt out a hole big enough to fit the magnet. Now the Dremel might be faster at getting the hole done. However, like I said, the mess from where it like spins around and whatnot is just, it makes it take longer from all the cleanup. So we got 2 viewers. Well, one of them is me as the monitoring it. So we have 1 viewer. Welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. If you are a new viewer, welcome to the first time. Let's see. Still got a ways to go. I'm doing this a bit at a time so that that's not what I wanted to happen. Just put that over here. So that I don't burn out too much, and also I don't want to leave it in the hand too long because I don't want it warping the outside of the hand that you would be able to see when it's holding the sword. So up until last week, I was working with a single camera, and then for the Christmas one, I was able to pull out a second camera. I've had the cameras, it's just the program I was working with does not want to help me out, and I was trying to get 3 for this very thing. So like 1 big thing, 1 close up, show what I'm doing, and autofocus. Hey, look at that! Autofocus worked.
and then one for my expression so I can like talk to you guys. But yeah, it's been a struggle, but I finally got the 3 cameras up here. This is the first day with the 3. Yay! I'll work on the with the placement and size this week. I've also been trying to get it so it will multi-stream and simulcast over to Twitch, which is what you're watching on live, and YouTube, which is where you'll be able to see the recordings of the live stream. Unfortunately, I did find out why it's not working, and it was not the program, which I use Streamlabs because it lets me do the simul stream. It was not the program as I thought. It's actually YouTube and Google being Google. It somehow managed to make a second YouTube channel and connected to that. This connected the Streamlabs to this YouTube channel that I was not using because I didn't know it existed. Instead of doing the one that I set up specifically for this. But yeah, so it is almost there. But yeah, I deleted that other channel and am now attempting to swap the ownership of the channel that I've got it on, which is like my normal everyday personal email account, over to the Horatio email account. So it's slow going. It has not been easy. I still haven't figured it out. I managed to get the Horatio email as a manager, but can't figure out how to get it set up as an owner. I Googled it, and everyone's like, yeah, you just go in there and you click the button and it comes up as an option. But it doesn't come up as an option for me, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong or what's not showing up that's supposed to be there or what. I wish it was just simple. And I would just connect Streamlabs over to the channel through the personal email account, but when I click on the option to do so, it doesn't bring up the YouTube channel that this is going to be posted on, which is Horatio Bastian Wells III. So I don't know. I'm at an impasse until I can figure out how to get Google and YouTube to cooperate with me, because they made it so freaking just difficult. Man, that's gonna make a pretty big hole, huh? Good old melted plastic fumes. Gotta love it. So the real fun part is going to be when I get to the bottom of the hand to try to do that portion, because the bottom of the hand is not going to be as big as the top of the hand. Oh, so close. Bring out the back side a little bit. So maybe next year, maybe the year after, I'm going to be getting a 3D printer, and what I'll do is I will just like scan the stuff and then 3D print a modified version so I don't have to do this. But this is also going to work out for this channel because part of the reason I'm doing this channel is to show the cheaper way, and not everyone is going to be able to afford a 3D printer. But considering that cheap wood burners are like, you know, $10-$20 maybe, and even the one I got was 30, maybe. It's much more accessible. Being a pain right now. Oh, it's so close. Ooh, that was close. I almost jabbed my hand right there. It would not have been fun. Wouldn't have made a mess, but it would have hurt. I don't even know if I want to bother putting it in the bottom and pretty much take up the whole hand. Why are you wanting to be such a pain? bought the smallest magnets I could find on Amazon. And they're still on the larger side compared to all of these minis. Stop it. Alright. It's wide enough now. I just gotta make that wide portion deep enough. Behave. Okay. Behave. That should fit in fine. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna grab file and then some sandpaper, and we're gonna sand it a little bit so that it cleans up on the outside for when he's not holding the sword. I'll probably come up with something like a goblet for his non battle mode posing and whatnot, but right now I just need to get the hand ready to go. wide enough, but it's not deep enough yet. I hope one day I'll have enough people who want to watch my stream that I can have people to hang out with on a regular basis. Did I hit record? I did hit record. Okay. So close. So yeah, this is going to take several weeks in terms of, you know what, I'm not even on screen. Let's do this. Yeah, let's do that. Because I gotta be careful not to go too deep too fast and awaken the Balrog. No. Be careful not to go too deep too fast because I'm getting really close to the exterior of the hand. And I don't want to make the hole bigger than it needs to be, and I don't want to ruin the exterior of the hand either. So I have to be very careful not to do too much. Okay, that'll be fine. Grab some super glue. Put that in there. Press it down. All right, so here is what it's gonna look like. Maybe, there we go. So it comes up a little bit. You can see it shining right at the top of the hand. So it does come out a little bit on either side. That is an unfortunate thing. You can also see, maybe, there's a tiny gap right there between the hand and the magnet. I believe the paint will work fine in filling that. Oh, excuse me, so that it doesn't show. All right, we're gonna let that set. We do need to do the bottom for this part, but it will be fine. We're gonna let that set, we're gonna do this one. I don't even know if, there we go. Does this hook to, okay. Okay. So, yep. What we need to do is hook it to this side. So it'll, yep. Actually, no. I need to hook it to this side so that when we put it in here, it'll be down. Yep, that's what we need to do. Magnets, how do they work? Alright. This is going to be you know what? I don't have enough room. Let me show you what I'm looking at. Maybe, possibly. Bellacore time? It is, Skell. How are you doing? Welcome back. It is Bellacore time. So let me show you what I'm looking at right here. It is not wanting to focus, and that's the reason I don't like having the autofocus on. Because it always wants to focus on my skin and not my the item I'm holding. Because why would you want to focus on the item you're holding? Oh, I'm glad you popped in. We did this. So we got his right hand. Come on, there you go. With hollowed out a little bit and put in a magnet so that he can hold his sword and he doesn't have to always hold the sword. I take it since you're saying you popped in, you're not going to be here for very long. But, yeah, so let's see if we can get this thing to focus. Yes, we're magnetizing. Is it not going to want to focus? Why does it not ever? This is why I turn off the autofocus. Because it does not want to actually do the focus thing. Alright. So, this is what I'm looking at. This is a very small portion of that sword. I do not have enough room on either side to really go through it. So, instead of hollowing out the sword, what we're going to do is we're simply going to glue the magnet on, and then we'll paint, nope, wrong side, and then we will paint, man, these are extremely powerful for such little things. Yeah, paint over the magnet. So that's what we're going to do instead. Why are you being such a pain right now? Stop being a pain. Okay, listen here, you. I need non-magnetic tweezers so that doesn't happen. Hopefully, magnets are strong enough to hold it. If not, I'll just glue it and I'll figure it out. But we're going to let that set before we test the magnet. Alright. God, piece of... That's not what I wanted to do. So, now we have the hand and the sword. Now we just need this, which we're going to run into a similar issue with the handle. Because it's so small. So, we're just going to glue the magnet on. Ah, it's sticking to my hand. Don't stick to my hand, stick to the sword. Fucking super glue. Are you kidding me right now? Are you? Why do you treat me this way? No. Stop it. This is the problem working with glue. This is the problem working with glue. Is that glue sticks to you better than it does the object. Probably because the object I'm working with is not as porous as my hand. I probably should have cleaned that off a little bit. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to clean it off a little bit. Make it straighter. Because that, well, so, yeah, that's what we're going to do. There we go. I got the magnet on it. Alright. Let's see about getting the magnet in this side. Oh boy. Man, that melts through so fast. You gotta be careful. You do not want to do more than you have to when you're working with such thin walls. Alright, so part of the reason that I'm stopping instead of just trying to do it is because it is in fact melting through the plastic, which leaves melted plastic behind, and it'll keep filling the hole, and I'll keep making the hole bigger and bigger, and then I'm just gonna run out of room and come out the side of it, and I don't want to do that. So that's what we're doing. It is better to do it a little at a time than all at once. Now, for certain things, like you have a 12-foot board and you're trying to cut 4 foot off of it, do not go an inch at a time. Cut 4 feet off of it. Measure twice, cut once. But when it comes to itty bitty things like this, you definitely want to do it bits at a time. uh, yeah, Skell. I'm I am going a bit far out with this stuff, but it's certainly going to, uh, if I don't mess it up, is going to look really good. Um, so our off stream, I cut out all the pieces out of the sprue and sanded things down and cut off the sword from the hand, but didn't do. Oh, and I cut off the little hooks from the bottom of his wings, but I didn't do anything else, kit bash wise. Um, so, and you already know I'm going to make the chest glow. If I can get it with a pulsing light, I will. So that's what we're going to be doing. I was hoping he was going to be a little bit bigger in the chest area so that I could fit more light in it, but I'm going to have to find itty bitty lights. Not yet. That's what these guys. Yeah, I haven't started on that yet. Doing the sword first, and then I'm going to do this guy. Got a green stuff, some big ol' yeah, green stuff. Oh, yeah. No. So I'm going to cut off his loincloth here, and then put an actual cloth loincloth on it next, after I get done with the hand. And after that, we will move on to the chest piece. And then after that, we'll move on to the arms, the left arms. Woo! That moved faster than expected when that melted. My mother would not be very happy with me right now. Working on a demon. Even though technically, since this is going in the D&D campaign, he'll be a devil, not a demon. She's not going to be happy with it, regardless. How come it doesn't show you on the viewer count scale? That's weird. That's so weird. I monitor the stream. See one viewer on my end. That's alright, weird. So I monitor the stream on a second phone. It's my stateside phone. And it usually tells me 2 viewers if there's a viewer, an actual viewer, so it would be me and you. But oh well. And I just looked over, and yeah, I understand it bleeped out the one word, but it bleeped out big. That's weird. I don't know why it would do that. I don't know if that's more sad for me or for you, Skell, if you're a mirror of my unconscious self. I don't know if that's worse for me or for you. Because on one hand, I would be the one making you up, and I never really pictured myself as making up someone who is as put together, considering my mental state. And on the other hand, you would be put together by me, who is, well, I mean, I'm on stream making a Warhammer double god person to use in D&D in a game that I don't know if I'll ever be able to play. So, you know. Come on. Why are you being such a pain? Well, alrighty then. If you're comfortable being a manifestation of my subconscious, I don't have anything to say against it. So, Ghost of Christmas eventually. Yes, I'm going to make you a plaque with that title. Oh no. See, that's what happens when you rush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Since I'm not using this anyways, I'm going to cut that off. To use later. And what I'll do is I will melt that. I'll finish this and then melt that around it, around the magnet. This is why variable is good, because as you can see, it is too hot at the moment. It melts through the plastic too quickly. So I can turn that down. I just went right through that. That's why you gotta be careful. You gotta know your temperatures. You gotta know your materials. By the way, Skel, how do you like the 3-camera setup? I got it to work. Now I just need to get the YouTube thing to work. I'll be working on that later today. I don't know if I'll get it working for tomorrow, but I will at least be on the path to having it working. Right, I keep forgetting that this is not in focus. Why is this not focus? There. I'll get that down too. Shave off little bits at a time. Multi-track streaming would be nice. I have to sign into Twitch every time I get on. Really? Oh, I can try. I think I might have it set up as high as I can go, but let me see. Of course, that could just be because I mumble all the time, so I can't do it from here. Streaming track, audio track, sample rate, channels, mic auxiliary device.
I don't know what that. I don't know what any of that is. Okay. Go over here to this thing. Threshold off. We'll turn up the attack and release. We'll just jack all these guys all the way up. I wish I knew what each of these did.
Gain. Sign in things.
Since I can't see the thing while I'm doing this. Able to turn your mic up, very quiet. Yeah, that's what I'm working on. Sign in thing is just a consequence of how little I use Twitch. Maybe your gain or sensitivity. If I knew how to do that. Compressor. If I turn the attack up on the compressor. Oh, makeup gain. Here we go. How about now? Can you hear me now? Is that better? Why is this paused? There we go. Much better. Ahaha! Haha. Okay. Quick.
Is that really loud to you or no? How's that sound?
Sounds fine? Okay, cool. Let me save that setting. Active user. Save it. Yes. All right.
Cool. So, whenever I have the headset on to listen to it straight from the computer, excuse me, and I turn on that sound effect, it jacks up the volume on the headset, so it always makes me think like it's really loud coming through the other end. So that's why I was asking. But alright, so now that I'm not looking directly at the microphone, how does it sound? Let's see. Sweet. Fantastic. Picking him up much better. I don't actually know anything about computers. I simply move things around until people tell me it's working. So I don't have any idea what threshold and gain and attack means when it comes to microphones. Not a clue. I have a feeling threshold is like the minimum amount necessary for the microphone to pick up. I have no idea what gain and attack is when it comes to microphones. I need to actually get like a book so I can read through it. Sound Systems and You, a Dummy's Guide. I've had these magnets for so long. Oh, wow. Okay. Yep, there we go. Okay. That is almost big enough. Stop that. Okay. Be careful not to go too fast or too far. Don't want to go too deep into Baradur.
Bellicor very complex. Seems like he'd be. I mean, it took me about 9-ish hours to go through all of the steps. I wonder if it's got a picture of the... It was 2 sprues worth of stuff. The wings are in 2 pieces, then the chains. The ground was in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 8 pieces, plus the person, and then the chains. But I mean, he's not terribly complex. I'm making him entirely more complex than he needs to be. But then again, the only Warhammer things that I've built have been one Banshee. I think it come in a set of like 3 to 5, and I've done one of them. So I've never really built Warhammer stuff before, so I don't know if this is complex for Warhammer. It's certainly more complex than buying a D&D mini, because those are just usually one piece. Sometimes it comes 2 or 3 if it's more complicated. Bellicor's more complicated than the dragons I've put together for D&D. So, and he's smaller, so he's complex when it comes to that. He's certainly not as complex as like a Gundam model that's got like moving hands and parts and stuff, but he's pretty complex when it comes to like TTRPG kind of things. I do want to get the trees. There's like some big tree things for Warhammer Age of Sigmar. I want to get those. Actually, I need to visit my TTRPG guy. See if he's got anything new. Not really so much see if he's getting, just to check in and say, hey, I spend so much at his store. I need to save some money. He's good people, though. Wonder how his kid's doing. His wife had a kid last year. Fair always finds some weird design choices on their bigger ones, as long as you don't have to glue his tongue in or something. Funny you should say that, because he's got 3 faces that you can choose from. Let's do this. Nope, that is... There we go. He's got 3 faces. He's got one mouth closed, one mouth open with small tongue, one mouth open with large tongue. I'm going to go with the mouth closed. Unless I put in a magnet to be able to swap out the faces. If I'm going to go and pick just one, I'm going to go with the mouth closed one. Which, let me see where... that is. Where are you? There you are. So I do have to glue the small tongue into one mouth and the large tongue into the other mouth. But so large tongue, small tongue, no tongue. Why is that not in focus? Why? What is the point? Big freaking pain is what it is. There. Oh. There it goes. So I have no tongue, small tongue, large tongue. Which the tongues are still in the little compartments from where it is. So unless I feel like putting magnets in, I am not changing out the faces, and I will choose mouth closed on that. So there's that. Oop. Okay, so that might be fine. Make sure. Yep. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. There we go. I think that was too much. Got a piece of. Just a piece of. What? What? Did it instantly? Are you kidding me right now? There. It'll instantly dry to the magnet or my hand. But the one thing I want it to stick to takes 2 to 3 business days. Alright, so like with the top, I will be, come on, painting this magnet so it matches. Where do you usually get your D&D minis from? It depends. So some of my minis I get on Amazon. Those are usually special cases. Double blade. No, it's actually the handle. So I have the sword blade and the handle that comes out the back end. That worked out so much better than I would have predicted. Oh, it only came with one blade. I don't know what to fucking tell you. The fact that it snapped together so easily and just looked so good, like I was a little worried that maybe it wasn't going to hold, but it's holding pretty well, so. And I can, like, turn the thing so it's, like, flames down if I wanted to. And now I can have various objects. Yeah, model magnets are pretty good. I was very impressed. So I will need to sand a little bit on the hand. I don't know if that's going to pick up what I need it to. Yeah. Oh, come on. I believe in you. So there's bits around the hand that's like a little rough. I'm going to sand that down later. But yeah, and I'll paint the sides of the magnet so it's not just like obvious. I'll be able to clear that up, no issues. Oh, should have done it the other way. Oh well. So there's that. Got the hands, so that's good. Okay, now I need to do the chest pieces. No, we're gonna do this part next. Give them some pizzazz. Oh yeah, no. I wish I had paid attention when I was putting the magnets on so that these would actually stick together, but they're the opposite sides. But they'll do that, so it'll be fun. I guess I could try to get the magnet out of the hand, but I don't really want to break the hand. So yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. It'll be fine. Give him a little razzle dazzle. Alright, next up, this guy. So, one of the reasons that I am doing this is because I'll just have like a moving cloth kind of thing. The other reason I'm doing this is because I don't want the like hooks and chains aesthetic for this guy, because he is going to be the battle mode stand-in for Asmodeus, king of the 9 levels of hell kind of thing, and his chains are more of a metaphorical sense of contracts and whatnot. So I don't want the chains to be that literal. And I should probably change out this tip for the blade, because there's an X-Acto blade I could use, but that would require me to wait for it to cool down, take it off, put the new one on, wait for it to heat up, do this, wait for it to cool down, take it off, put this one back on so that I could do the chest piece. And it's not that big of a deal for me to just do it this way. Warhammer models are really heavy on the skulls and chains, and that's fine. Like, if that's the aesthetic they wanted to go for, that's perfectly fine. I have no issues with skulls and chains and hooks for certain things. And if I was making this for one of the other devils, or even one of the demons, maybe not the demons, maybe a couple of the demons, but if I was doing it for one of the other more torturous devils, I'd probably leave the chains and stuff on. But specifically for Asmodeus, that's not the image I wanted to portray. So I just like the all around like shape and menacingness of him. So I just needed to change out some of these chains. Yeah, like Regal, he rules the 9 hells with an iron fist. I would say uncontested leader if the devils actually could go uncontested in these things, but he is kind of uncontested in terms of like he's been doing this for so long. He's so very good at the contracts and how he sets up that world that he's really the only one who could do it anymore. It's like the patrician in Ankh-Morpork in Discworld. Like, yeah, he's technically uncontested, but it's really just because no one else wants to put up with the paperwork, and he's just so good at playing everybody. So, yeah. We're going to clean off some of that extra. So it stops melting into it, and I can clear it off. But yeah, so this is going to be Asmodeus battle mode. Or when he's just like pissed off at somebody and he needs to like do a show of force. This is because you were the player in the game that I brought in Asmodeus. This is what he would have looked like when he first popped into the summoning circle and was like scaring everyone, and I didn't have a mini for that before he goes down into his like more regal on the throne form to like do the deal. So this is what was in my head when he first popped in. The boss fight as opposed to Asmodeus, help us please. Yeah, exactly. I think they're plagued with scuff and certain issues and stuff, but I think I did a pretty good job on that partial campaign that we did. I wish we could have finished it instead of rushing the end, because I had a lot of plans for you guys. Still remember when I was setting up the whole summoning circles thing for you guys, and was like, oh yeah, we need like 3 summoning circles for this one person, and you're like, oh, and then the power scaling is like, oh yeah, you can summon these guys with this circles and this guy with these circles, and then oh hey, you're in a room where it's 6 circles on all 6 sides, 4 ceiling and 4 walls. And you guys were like, oh no, this is probably not good.
Be fine revisiting that one. I actually played a campaign from book.
Yeah, so I do want to redo that one simply so that I can go through the whole campaign. Because I was setting up a lot of stuff for you guys to discover later that because of the move, we didn't really get to do it later. So that was kind of disappointing, but that's the life. So oh, crap. My glue is running dry because I forgot to put the cap on. There we go. It'd be a little sad going back to that one just because Red wouldn't be there for us to make fun of and pick on. And I'll tell you what, I had a blast doing Aunt and Uncle, but I had a blast doing the fiance and just making him turn as red as his hair.
Chat full of D&D nerds who have been itching for more TTRPG action.
Well, I would say he made it so easy simply because he's just easily embarrassed, but also like his dice were working against him from the get-go. Just that was hilarious watching him try to do stuff that he honestly should have been able to do, but his dice just would not let him.
Yeah. Oh, was that his first campaign? I don't remember. It's been so long.
Was that his first campaign? The man got knocked out in every single fight.
Really?
It bleeped virgin? Are you serious? What in the world? What is with these arbitrary rules? Like it bleeped virgin? It bleeped big for some reason.
I got movie night, so I'll catch you later. Loving the Bellicor build, though. Can't wait to see it assembled. Oh, what movie are you watching before you go? I want to know. Boop. Oh, no. There goes my camera.
this. I want to do this. Well, I will see you later, Skell. Hope you enjoy your movie night. There we go. Now maybe we won't do that again. Alright, we got this off. Now we got to clean it up. And then I'll find a cloth later. Also, what color cloth should I do? Should I do a black cloth, a red cloth, a purple cloth? I don't know. I just now thought of that, like what color cloth I should use. I was going to go with just like a red, but I feel like demons use that all the time anyways. Maybe purple, since he's like the king. I don't know. I gotta figure that out. We're gonna leave this. It's like a, oops. See if it'll focus. Yeah. We're gonna leave this flaps here. I have yet to decide whether or not those flaps are going to be like his skin, or just like a human skin, or if it's gonna be cloth too. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. I haven't decided. But I'm going to hollow out this portion. Come on, focus. You were just focused. Come on. What are you doing? Why are you embarrassing me? Why are you doing that? Can you cooperate for 2 seconds? There. Okay, so that I don't know. If that's going to be skin or cloth. I'm going to hollow out this part and get that hollow on the inside so that I can stick the cloth into it so it'll hide like the edge of it. But yeah, I just got to figure out what color I want to make the cloth. I made a pretty good amount of progress in an hour and a half. It's not so bad. Only a couple of technical hiccups. Maybe I should leave a bulge there for him. Can't even claim it's cold because it's hell. I don't know why, but I got this stupid song I heard on TikTok stuck in my head. Talking about how a person's not, like, he'll let him do all kinds of stuff, but he's not going to let him touch his clogs. So it's stuck in my head for like 3 days now. I wish I could actually play some more D&D with Skell and them.
But did I? So I recently got new cameras, and okay, so it doesn't matter because it's a hole there. Just forgot to take the films off of it. Let go. Let's see. I've got like 3 of these, so just gonna scrape some of that off with this. Yeah, I would like to start up a new campaign with pretty much anyone, but Skell and them definitely. Problem is that because I'm in Japan, he's in the States, we have to do it online. And I don't particularly care for doing that. Not that I have anything against it on its own. I'm not good at the online hosting. Too much scuff issues, and I can't. Roll20's got terrible like UI and costs too much, and friggin' the maps can only be of a certain size, which is terrible. I spent like 24 hours making a moving map for people on a train. The train was moving over the tracks, and then I couldn't even use that as a map because it wouldn't let me. It's too big. I was just so angry. I'd spent so long on it. It was so cool. Focus. Why are you being such a pain? I wish you could like choose. I know they probably, especially for webcams, make the autofocus so that it's focused on skin tone and whatnot. So it will focus on your face and not other random objects. But I wish they would like make it so you could change the setting to focus on the object of roundabout this color. Like, I need you to focus on the gray object in my hand, not my hand. Please. Okay. Now, I don't need to make this portion. I don't need to worry about it too much because it will be behind a cloth. So that's fine. Just have to make sure this part is good to go. Oh, look at that. Oh, excuse me. I apologize. Okay, we're gonna need this guy. All right. Hope you all are enjoying the stream and/or the video if you're watching the recording on YouTube. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a good time. Hope you're learning a lot, or at least a little. If you are not learning things, what can I do to help that? If you're not learning things because you know better, can you leave a comment so that I can do that next time? Please and thank you. So right now I'm just doing some cleanup, and I will pick a cloth over the week. Probably paint everything and then put the cloth in and then clean up a little bit after that. But tonight I'm going to be doing the base paint on all of these pieces, minus maybe the chest piece. And yeah, so I'll be doing that. I would maybe be drinking right now, but got put on freaking weekend duty. So I'm not supposed to drink. I got put on weekend duty last minute. Like, it wasn't even my weekend, and then they did it to me last weekend, and I was hoping they would choose one of the other sergeants to do this one, since wanted to do that, but no. They want to treat me like I'm just useless because I kind of have a crap memory, not gonna lie. But hey, if we need something that needs to be done, oh, you know what? Bastion will do it. Bastion's got this. We can give it to Bastion. It's fine. He won't mind. For the most part, I don't. Fine with him depending on me. That's fine. Don't want them to be depending on me and then treat me like they don't depend on me. That's not fine. Okay, that should work. On-call weekend duty for Christmas and New Year's. Everything I'll do for this shot. Okay, so will need an extra piece. It's the back piece that we have somewhere. Where's the back piece? Oh. Where's the back piece? There it is. Alright, the reason we need this is because this one goes here, and then this one will go here, and then this one will go here, right? Yes. So, we got this thing going on. And like I said before, unfortunately, I can't just do the arm because it just doesn't fit. So I have to do the arm and the chest. So what I need to do is I need to mark where the arm and chest glue or meet and then glue it together. Although I could just do this. There we go. That should put a little more in there. There we go. All right. We're going to leave it there for a little bit. Let that set. We'll do the same thing with this arm. We got to figure out how to clear out that chest. I don't need to make a huge hole. Like I don't need to go around the whole thing. Just need a little bit in the middle and then just melt so you can't see the symbol. So the reason I'm doing that is twofold. One is those arrows are the symbol of chaos in Warhammer, which fine if I was doing Warhammer, but I'm not. And so, I mean, I'm not trying to make money off of these games, and I'm trying to like stream them and make money off of them. But if I were, I don't need the Warhammer symbol on a TTRPG game of a different sort. But also just because I think it's not fitting with the aesthetic that I want to do. So instead, I'm just going to hollow it out and make it look a bit cooler. But yeah. Oh, LilyPad97. Hi, I'm a lurk, but what are you working on? Okay. How you doing, LilyPad? Welcome. What I'm working on is this guy. So this is Be'lakor, the Dark Master from Warhammer 40k. This is what he looks like up close. But I'm doing it for TTRPG purposes, such as Dungeons and Dragons, or what's the other one? Pathfinder. And I am kit bashing this guy. So I've already done the hand where I cut the sword out of his hand and then hollowed out the hand and then put in magnets, which I will cover with paint so that they're not as visible. And then I'll find some other items for him to hold, like a goblet or something, to cover up the fact he's holding a magnet.
I have taken off his loincloth because I don't want the chains and hooks aesthetic. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it out for like actual cloth. Haven't picked the color yet, so if you have an idea on the color. So in 40k, this guy known as Be'lakor, the Dark Master. I don't know who that is. I have no idea who that is. But for my TTRPG game, I will be using him as Modius, King of the Nine Hells. So I'm thinking maybe like a purple. But yeah. Right now, though, because I just finished that part, he has 2 left arm positions. One where he's doing like a point like this, and then one where he's still doing like a point, but his arm's down. Scratch Surface D&D never truly found a real party that would schedule regularly. Yeah, that's just how that works. That's just how that works in real life. No one scheduling issues is the BBEG for Dungeons and Dragons players, scheduling. But yeah, so that's just how that works. But I mean, stay tuned. We might be putting something together. It's fine though. But yeah, so I prefer doing it in person. You can do it online, and there's places to go to find groups to do it online. I am a game master, but I prefer doing it in person. It's just the online thing doesn't really work as well for me because I'm suck at the maps and the whatchamacallit. Yep, the sites aren't the best. So what I'm doing currently is I'm gluing the, oh crap, I didn't mean to do that. Let go, let go, let go. There we go. Yeah, in person's great, having big wooden jugs. Yes, I do. I have those. Well, I have myself like a big wooden one, but it's got like a stainless steel cup portion on the inside, and then I have little stainless steel ones that are painted to look like wood that I let the players use. But yeah, and plus, you know, the click clack of the math rocks and all that other stuff. So no hate, no bashing to people who prefer doing it online. It's no issue, whatever, but it's not my preferred method of play. So what we're doing right now is we got the arms. Probably should have hollowed out that symbol first, but it's not going to take that long. It's not going to be that difficult, and it gives me a little bit of extra holding on space, little handle. And then after that, we can do the hand, which is this guy. I think this guy. Is the other one going to fit? I don't remember. Do they both fit the same? That one's a little off. Let's see. I recently brewed my own mead. What? Oh, that is dope. I like mead. Mead's cool. Hope you have a good stream alert tonight. I do stream Saturdays and Sundays from 9 to 12 Tokyo time. So if you want to stop by, I also upload the recordings of these streams to YouTube. It's still Horatio Bastion Wells the third. I don't spell the third. On YouTube. So if you look that up, you can see like the recordings and finished products and things like that. So hope to see you around. Again, have fun. Okay, so this is this, and that is that. Yep. Okay.
I need to this is this, and that is that. Oh, you know what? Probably, well, should be fine. So, one of the issues I've got going on is the fact that even though they make it so you can choose different options, they don't make it so you can easily change between these options that you're choosing. So he's got 2 arm placement options that you can choose from. The problem is that each arm goes to the chest piece, which that's easily fixed as an issue. The other issue, where did I put my little black tweezers? I much prefer to use those. Ah, there they are. The other issue is that they have this arm guard that goes on here, but they only made 1 for 2 arms. So I have got to figure out what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue these spikes into that arm guard, and then I'm going to hollow out a bit for the magnets. And I wish I didn't have to. It would have been great if I didn't have to. This one. And then this one. No, stop it. No, you were in the hole. Why? There we go. I'm just making sure this is the correct ones. Yeah, that's the correct ones. Okay. Okay, fine. I think my dryer just really wanted to start going. There we go. Okay. I just wait for that to set. Oh no. There we go. Alright. So, what we're going to do is now we're going to go ahead and just glue this guy on while we're at it. It's probably a lot more glue than I really need, but it's definitely not going to come off, which hopefully is not going to come back to bite me in the butt. Alright. So, it's also got the hand pieces, because as you can see, he's only got a thumb and a pointer, but I'm going to paint this before I glue on, and I'll paint the fingers too, and then I'll glue it on, because the fingers curl around, and it's just going to be easier to paint them separately
rather than glue them on and then paint them afterwards. Alright, so let's see. Yep, okay. So if I hollow out, it's gotta be something. Does this not want to fit? Why does this not want to fit? That'll be fine. So the issue I've got is that I guess I can, where am I gonna put the magnet? That's the issue. Oops, not. Now normally what I would have done if I was just choosing one arm position is I would have just glued the spikes in, or like put glue down for the spike tracks right here, put the spikes down in it, and then glued the thing on right away so that it would just all fit together. But I'm not choosing an arm thing, so I've got to make it so it fits better. It's raining again. I think I put the spikes on the wrong sides.
just both fit so perfectly, but I think I put the spikes on the wrong sides. Oh, you know what? I could probably do that. So I was thinking what to do with the bottom corner down here. Down there. What I could do is maybe, I don't know if the program will let me, but I can certainly try. Like take a picture of the item I'm working on, like the full thing, like, and then pop that down there. That way I can just be like, hey, that's what I'm working on. That way it'll fill up the whole rectangle. And like, hey, yeah, that's what I'm working on right there. So maybe I'll do that. I'll see if I can do that tonight for tomorrow's continuation of this stream. I can mark up the inside of this as much as I want to, but I'm just gonna have to figure out. Maybe I should put that over here. I don't know. I'll figure something out. What I need to do is I need to make a streaming desk. It's got all the plugs and ports and things built in that I need. Have it set up exactly the way I need it, because right now I'm just using my computer desk to hold my computer, and then my dining table to actually work on, which makes a mess. I have to either clean up, put away everything every time, which I don't have a girlfriend, so I don't really have to worry about impressing, but I would still rather just have it set up on its own. So yeah, I think that's what I need to do. Have a streaming desk. Now it's fitting, so now I gotta figure out where to put the stupid magnet. Alright, so put it in the center, I suppose. I could do that. I could put it right there in the center. I just hollow out this portion here, pop it there, and I could just put this other half on this guy. We could do that. I keep forgetting to cap the glue. Alright, so All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a spot for the magnet on this arm, and then we're going to put the magnet on, match that up with the arm guard, and then we'll match the arm guard magnet up with the other arm and do that. So what we need to do, I'm not going to glue it just yet, we're just going to position it to see if we can even fit two magnets in here. Because I think that's too thick. Yep, that's way too thick. Alright, so to go deeper. Careful, I can't go too much further over. I can go more one side than the other, but oh crap. Sorry about that. sure there's an easier way to do this. I don't know it. Okay. Where did the magnets go? Well, good thing I got a crap ton more. Figure out where those two went later, I guess. Are you kidding me? Let's see if this is even gonna fit. Oh, it's so close. I'm really just gonna have to like hollow out the whole thing. Huh? Okay. Okay. Why are you not fitting? pretty close. We can do better. God, piece of... Fine. You know what? Fine. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I just literally got the 3 cameras to work right before I started the stream, so I gotta work on the placement. Oh, I found the other 2 magnets. It looks like they were right there in front of me. They were here all along. Why in the world are you not wanting to fit in a hole that is the correct size? I don't understand. Why aren't you fitting like you're supposed to? Still not fitting properly. There's no way this is just being this much of a pain. Wish I had some non-metallic or at least non-magnetic tweezers to like hold on to these things. Are you serious? Oops. Gotta be careful. Don't want to melt more than you want to. It's not the best fit. How in the world are you not fitting yet? And less trouble out of the freaking hand. Actually, that's not bad. Okay, well, let's give it a go, I guess. this out just a little bit more. I don't know how that's not fitting properly, but it does not want to fit properly. Envision comment. How in the world are you not fitting? I don't understand. How? How? The hole is huge. There's no reason for you not to be able to fit. It's not. How are you? Less trouble out of the freaking hand. The sword. At least there's plenty of room to put magnets in on the body and chest. Like, I had to do this for everything? Oh man, I'd be upset. Listen here, you piece of... What? No. There's no... What? No. How? How? And how are you fitting worse now than you did before? How is that possible? blasting through it. Okay. Alright, let's shave off just a little bit right here. Oh man, I only got like 20 minutes left. I was making good progress, and then this freaking arm just does not want to cooperate with me. There we go. Oh, excuse me. I apologize. Well, I was going to set both down in there. But since it wants to go sideways and basically fuse together, piece of, there. Why in the world are you so difficult? Stop it. What? Oh, now you want to sink the whole way into the arm? What the absolute mess is this? Crap. Crap. There. You didn't want to fit at all. Now, you want to fit too far in. I can't even get it to let go of the tweezers. I'm gonna let that set. It's fine. It's fine. Doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It bothers me. Alright. I guess while we're waiting for that to set, we'll go ahead and poke a hole in his chest. Alright, chaos symbol. Scarred over. Can't even tell there are arrows there anymore. Hopefully, that doesn't get everywhere and make it so it's pretty much glued to it. Now, it's such a small amount that I should be able to just unglue it. Ugh. Or, you know, it's just not going to stick at all. Why? Why? I'll just leave it right there for right now. Unbelievable. Every time I turn around, something has gone wrong. Alright, listen here, bud. Why? Why? I don't understand. Why? Why do you hate me when I show you nothing but love? Who's going to tell my mother? And what am I going to do with 5,000 of these John Doy and Chief Resin cards? Now, that may bite me in the butt, and I may have to work harder to make some changes on that. We'll see. I suppose I can go ahead and scar up this chest. While we're waiting on that to work. Try to make it as similar as I can. I might go through and make the scar even bigger. And instead of just having like a hole in his chest, actually have like a deep scar going down. But we'll see. Right now, just get this stupid arm thing made. Because of course I've got to just make everything difficult on myself. Just make it difficult for myself, make it harder. Still drying. Moved. The arm moved. There's now a gap. Now, luckily for me, that gap is going to be like covered by the wings. So I think I'll just leave it.
try. Please. I want to test you out. Alright, so crap. I forgot to grab the paper towels. Alright, let's see. Why is this? Alright, check it out. Ta-da! So there we go. Just pop that on. Now I'll be able to just, when I get the magnet on this side, just go and freaking. I need to get the magnets in the back portion, which I might be able to just put in the neck, because there's like it's pretty hollowed already, so I might be able to just put one in the neck. Probably do that. Oh, excuse me. Where are we at? Yeah, 8 minutes. Go ahead and start this.
some reason it seems like I got less room to work with on this one. I don't know why. This feels like it. Really? Oh boy. It's moving too quickly. Moving too quickly. That's weird. Okay, so why is it not fitting? It fits. It fits. Alright, it fits. That was fast. I'm gonna go over 3 hours. Just a bit. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna have this dry. And then we'll see if it works. Hopefully it does. Tomorrow we'll be putting the magnets in the necks. I'll have the base painted. So the legs are in solid pieces. So I can't really run. It's gonna have to be something battery powered. So I have these guys. Now they're green. They're a green color. I don't think they pulse. Nor do I actually know how to get these things to activate. It's in Japanese on the back. I'm gonna have to like get a translate on that. Ta-da! Look at that.
Fantastic. Okay, so I'm gonna sign off. Tonight I'm going to get the base paint on all of these guys, on all these pieces. Tomorrow we will put in, actually, I'll probably go ahead and just put in the magnets. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put in the magnets on the neck and the neck so it'll hook together. I will see if there's something I can do about the face and whether or not I can just swap that out. I don't know. We'll see. If I can get it to swap out and it's going to take more work, I'll do that on stream so that you guys can see what I'm doing. If it's basically the same as the neck and I just need to put a magnet there, then I'll just go ahead and do that along with the neck. But if it looks like I'm not going to be able to really do that, then I will just do the closed mouth. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to get the base paint on, magnet in the neck, maybe magnet in the face. We'll see. And tomorrow we will start painting these pieces. With the exception of the chests, because I do still want to do something with them. I think I might actually do the long scar, like down like this. But yeah, we'll get it painted and be ready to go. The scar is pretty much done. The chest scar is pretty much done. So if I do decide on the long scar, I'll probably go ahead and do that off stream as well, because it's literally just the wood burner, make it elongated, clean it up, and then I'll show you what I did with that on stream tomorrow. But yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys around. I hope you enjoy these streams. This is Horatio Bastian Wells III, signing off.